What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Sir MC Coy, and we are back with week 5 of your Maryland Terrapins Dynasty. We've got Big Ten action today as the Maryland Terrapins take on the Michigan State Spartans. They come into this game with a pretty stout defense, holding a lot of teams to under 10 points a game. Granted, they really haven't faced competition like Maryland. Maryland has had some ups and downs this year. They lost their opening game, but since then have really started to turn it around. Pigram, the sophomore quarterback, continues to have issues with turnovers, but the sooner we can get those taken care of and we can establish the run game and continue to get DJ Moore the football, we should be looking pretty damn good going into the future. And we need it because our schedule is only going to get harder. Michigan State will be kicking it off, and it's DJ Moore to return, and we are underway. Moore taking it from about 3 yards deep in his own end zone and has some blockers up the sideline, and Moore is brought down across the 35-yard line. Last week, despite the win, DJ Moore only had one catch for 5 yards, and it came off a bubble screen. He'll make this first down catch, and that's good for 20 yards, already beating his production from last week. On second down, we'll see a delayed handoff go to Lorenzo Harrison. He puts his shoulder down, picks up about 3 yards, setting up a third down and medium. Maryland wants to keep this drive alive, get some points on the first possession. There's Tavon Jacobs over the middle for 10 yards. It's almost surprising when someone named DJ Moore doesn't make a catch. First down and 10, it was a read option, direct handoff to Harrison, and he'll take it for 12 yards and a first down. Maryland's moving the chains. First and 10, it's again a handoff for Lorenzo Harrison. He'll take the outside sweep, try to cut inside. He'll take a big hit. It holds on for 5. Now it's third down and 5. Play action for Pigram. Throws across the middle. There's DJ Moore for the Maryland touchdown. It did not take them long at all. And when you're down in the red zone, who else to throw to but DJ Moore? Maryland up 7-0, and now we'll see what the Michigan State offense can bring out to the field. This kick goes to the left sideline. That is Tristan Jackson fielding it, and he's got space now up the sidelines, pushed out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Both teams showing great returns and getting good field position in response. You see Brian Lewerk throwing, and that's Cam Chambers, good for 23 yards on first down. Michigan State can throw the ball well, but they can also run well with L.J. Scott, who we see his first carry go for 3 yards. He's a bruiser back, and a lot of people say they remind him of Le'Veon Bell back in his days in Michigan State. Third and 7, quick throw. It's out to the tight end, Matt Sokol. That's good for 8 yards and a first down. Sokol is their leading receiver, so we're going to have to watch out for him as L.J. Scott breaks first contact. Run that looked like it was going to have no gain, ends up picking up 5. They'll set up a third down and 2. The fullback Lucas in motion left, and it's Lewerk throwing. Good protection to the end zone, and Matt Sokol is wide open. There looked to be some blown coverage there, as it was man coverage, and there was nobody near Matt Sokol. So we've got ourselves a tie football game, and Maryland takes over. It's Harrison taking the stretch, getting to the outside and picking up 10 yards. We'll mark him second and inches. Pigram throwing on this second and inches underneath for DJ Turner. Not much there, but a gain of 2. On second down, it's Maryland running read option, and there goes Tyrell Pigram with a move. He's got some space, breaking a tackler, and there goes Pigram into the open space. The 30, the 20, one man to catch him, and he well at about the 5-yard line. But Pigram rips off the biggest run we've seen from him all year. Handoff to Harrison, and he's in from 2 yards out. Maryland does not take long to answer the Michigan State touchdown, and they are back on top, 14-7. We've already seen 21 points scored in this first quarter. This is an exciting way to start a game. Scott picks up 8 yards on second down, leading to a 3rd and 1. I formation for Michigan State, and it's Lewerk handing it off now to Gerald Holmes, who gets a big lane to the outside. That's 14 yards. They only needed 1. They've got 2 very viable running threats in the backfield. We've got to look out for both of them. Scott picks up 5 yards. He looked like he only got 1 or 2 there, but that was a 5-yard run for LJ Scott. 2nd down and 5. Scott again taking the handoff, and he's going to get 1st down yardage. A gain of 8. It was Jermaine Carter wrapping him up. They sent a man in motion, and now it's Gerald Holmes again taking the handoff. He's got 6 yards as Michigan State is coming out very run-heavy on this drive. They're trying to run it down Maryland's throat. This is probably going to be the last play of the 1st quarter as it's another handoff to Gerald Holmes, who will pick up the 1st down. It was close, but he gets it. Now we fast forward to a 3rd and 7 for Michigan State. LeWerk under pressure gets the throw off, and LJ Scott gets the 1st down. Their first throw of the drive was a throw to a running back. So 1st and 10 inside the red zone. LeWerk takes a deep shot and wildly overthrows his man there. There's a bit of pressure coming in, so we can attest that's what it was. LeWerk throwing, lobbing into the end zone, and what a catch from Cam Chambers. Blanketed by Quantrez Knight, and Chambers is still able to come down with it. That was a nice throw and a nice catch, and Michigan State ties it up again. We've seen 4 total drives, 2 from each team, and 4 touchdowns in total in this game. Both offenses working their way down the field with ease, but now there's a 3rd and 6, and we see the first stop of the day. And Maryland goes 3 and out, and now it's up to the Maryland defense to replicate that same drive. 1st and 10, LeWerk throwing, lobbing to the outside, and Chambers just drops it. How are you going to make that end zone catch and then drop that? 2nd and 10, delayed handoff goes to LJ Scott, who turns upfield and has a big 15-yard run and a 1st down. Their run game has been very successful thus far today. LeWerk now throwing on 1st down, caught by Tristan Jackson, who had to come back for it. He takes a big hit in the process. 2nd down and 5, LeWerk to the air, pressure, intercepted by J.C. Jackson, his 3rd of the year. The pressure just got there, and LeWerk threw up a duck, and J.C. Jackson was ready for it. Perfect positioning for Jackson to get there and get that pick. Maryland takes over with excellent field position now. 1st down handoff to Lorenzo Harrison. He looked like he wasn't going to get anything, but he fights and gets 4. He's averaging 5 yards a carry early in this one. 3rd and 6, Pigram fires to DJ Moore. That'll get 6 yards, exactly what they needed, and that'll move the chains. 1st and 10, outside to Harrison, and he's going to end up losing 2 yards on this play. The buck sweep didn't work too well. 3rd down and 12 now, trying to set up a screen for Ty Johnson, and Johnson has nowhere to go. That's a loss of 5. They do have to punt it, and it's Michigan State taking over again. It's LJ Scott on the carry. Will pick up 8 yards. 3rd down and 2. Can the defense come up big and make a stop? LeWerk over the middle, complete for Stewart, who breaks first contact and picks up a 1st down. Tight end in motion on 1st down, and it's play action for LeWerk, who's sacked by Jesse Annabano. He was not fooled by the play action, and that'll set up a 3rd and 16. LeWerk over the middle, and Sokol can't hold on. The 1st quarter was all touchdowns, and now the 2nd quarter has all been the defense. Harrison picks up 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. Can the Maryland offense get back on the board as there's DJ Moore, good for a 1st down and more. I got jokes. That was 14 yards. 1st down and 10, Pigram throwing to the outside, and there's a wide open DJ Turner out of bounds past the 20-yard line. Maryland is threatening to score here with less than a minute to go. Pigram to the air, DJ Moore into the end zone for touchdown number 2. I've said it earlier in the series, DJ Moore reminds me of an Antonio Brown, and he just catches everything you throw at him, and he just seemingly is uncoverable at his 5'10" frame. Michigan State does have time to get back on the board, but not with throws like that. 3rd down and 10, LeWerk hands it off to LJ Scott, and he's got excellent blocking to the outside, a missed tackle, and Scott picks up 21 yards. LeWerk now throwing on 2nd and 10, pressure coming his way, but he gets the throw out to Cam Chambers. Seems to be a very polarized catcher. He catches some crazy catches and then drops the easy ones. 3rd down and 6 now for LeWerk, who throws it over the middle for Sokol. He will be brought down, so Michigan State just settles for a field goal. Interesting first half. The first quarter was all touchdowns. Second quarter was mostly held scoreless until late, where Maryland gets a touchdown and Michigan State gets a field goal. 21-17 is your score thus far. We will see Michigan State getting the ball to start the half, I believe. But man, what a first quarter we had. It started out really exciting. Both teams just marching up and down the field, getting scoring drives on their first 2 possessions. And then the defense has kind of settled in. We saw the pick from J.C. Jackson, and otherwise just it got a lot harder to move the ball on both sides. So it'll be interesting to see if that'll hold up into the second half. Let's see if Maryland can hold on to this lead that they have made themselves. Michigan State will start with the ball as they are going to try to take the lead for the first time today. As there's Matt Sokol with a big reception, getting away from tacklers, and they get across midfield very quickly. LeWerk now sets up a screen for LJ Scott, and on 2nd and 10, Scott's going to pick up a first down and more. Normally we're pretty good against the screens, but they brought it out and it fooled us there. 1st and 10 now, it's Gerald Holmes taking the handoff. He'll get 4 yards. These are big-bodied running backs. When you fall forward, somehow you fall forward for 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. LeWerk again under pressure. Threads the needle to Chambers, who can't hold on. Told you, man, that Chambers, he catches some and drops everything else. 3rd down and 16. 6. Going screen again for Scott, and what a massive block in front of him. They go screen twice on this drive, and it's working. 1st and 10. LeWerk hands it off to Holmes, who goes straight up the middle, and he gets another first down. Michigan State is coming dangerously close to taking their first lead of the day. LeWerk under pressure is going down. 8-yard sack as they brought the pressure heavy. That was outside linebacker Jalen Brooks getting in. At 3rd and goal, LeWerk finds Chambers on the outside. He does catch that one, but out of bounds after a gain of 4. So the field goal makes this a 1-point game. 2nd down handoff goes to Harrison. He picks up about 6 or 7. He's up to 52 yards on the day. 3rd and 2, they go back to Harrison, who picks up a first down, breaking tackles. That's a 12-yard run from Lorenzo Harrison. 1st and 10, Pigram to pass, play action. He doesn't stand a chance. 7-yard loss on the sack. 2nd and 17, it's Pigram throwing, swatted down in his face. Oh, this defense tightening it up now. It's 3rd and 17. Pigram to the air. He's going to roll out, stopping and throwing deep downfield. It's DJ Moore! 44 yards, and this man is always open. I don't know how he does it. 1st and 10, Pigram on the quarterback keeper, tries to make a move. The defender isn't fooled that time. It's good for a gain of 7. 3rd down and 4, Pigram to the air. Quick throw complete to Jaquil Vaz. He fights close to the 5-yard line. On 2nd and goal, we'll see Pigram hand it off to Harrison, who fights his way inside the 5. If he could have gotten past that tackle, he probably would have been in. So 3rd and goal, split shotgun look for Pigram. He's going to drop back, and now he's going to roll out, taking off towards the end zone, and that's a Maryland touchdown. Extra point will give him an 8-point lead, and this almost just looked like a designed quarterback sweep. He takes the snap and then almost instantly takes off. He may have had one read on that play, but otherwise, that looked like a designed run. Maryland up 28-20 as we near the end of the 3rd quarter, and I think that's the first time we've actually contained LJ Scott. He gains 1. 2nd down and 9, LeWerk back to throw under pressure, lobbing it, and Stewart again, coming up empty-handed. If I was a coach, I would have benched him already. 3rd down and 9, the tight end motion thing tight, but then goes right back out, and there's a lob throw caught by Tristan Jackson. Michigan State moves the chains as they're up near midfield. LeWerk throwing over the middle. Now he's got Davis good for a first down, and Michigan State looking to answer as we near the end of the 3rd quarter. Fullback Lucas Wright, and the run is going to go right with LJ Scott. It's good for 4. Michigan State hasn't really had too many plays that have gone backwards. Aside from a few sacks, their run game has been largely successful. 3rd down and 6, LeWerk throwing over the middle, and that's Hunter Rison. 9 yards at a 1st down. I've been surprised at how well Michigan State has moved the ball, but the defense has done pretty good in holding them to 20 points thus far, as Holmes picks up 5 yards, leading to a 3rd and medium. Shotgun for LeWerk on 3rd down, and he's going to keep it himself. Going upfield, he's got the 1st down, gain of 7. 1st down and 10. LeWerk to throw, rolling out right. No, he's going to take off. Hit by Jackson, and the ball's out, recovered by Quantrez Knight. J.C. Jackson, who already has an interception, now gets himself a forced fumble. The sophomore corner rips it out, and it's the sophomore safety who picks it up. Shows we've got a good young secondary, and it's going to just keep getting better. And Maryland takes over 1st and 10, and they're going to look to capitalize on that turnover as Harrison picks up a strong 15 yards on 1st down. He's up to 82 yards, looking to break 100 for the first time this year. He takes the counter outright, a spin move from Harrison, and he's into the open space. He's well over 100 now as he's looking for the end zone. Diving tackle misses, and Harrison goes 79 yards for the end zone. What a play from Harrison. We've been looking for that big run from him all year, and he finally breaks it off of a nasty ankle-breaking spin move, and then he's got that breakaway speed, and nobody was going to catch him going down the sidelines. And Maryland now in command with a 15-point lead. Let's see if Michigan State has an answer, as Gerald Holmes again back to the run. Gets 6 yards, but when you're down by this much, you almost have to eventually abandon the run because they're killing a lot of clock with this run attack. Holmes, though, going to the outside and picking up another 1st down. Michigan State still running out of time as LeWerk now is going to the air, and Cam Stewart. Ooh, those hands must be made of stone today. 3rd down and 6, LeWerk to the air, pressure incoming as he's going to take a deep shot, and it's intercepted by Quantrez Knight. Give him a fumble recovery, and now an interception. This secondary is led by Knight and J.C. Jackson as they have just been dominating today. Maryland now with a chance to run out a lot of clock, and you know what, why not give it to DJ Moore? Normally you run the ball when you're trying to kill clock, but you can always throw it to DJ Moore too. Ty Johnson takes the handoff, he gets 4 yards up the middle. I think that will be all we see. Well, nope, there is Lorenzo Harrison still in the game as Pigram takes a deep shot, and it's DJ Moore again. Good for 22 yards. 1st down and 10. Pigram hands it off to Harrison, who takes it left side and picks up 7 yards. Beautiful run today from Lorenzo Harrison. 3rd down and 1. Pigram is just going to keep it himself, and he's going to get the 1st down. Michigan State now out of timeouts, so we're probably just going to see Maryland run this game out. Handoff goes to Johnson, left side breaking a tackle, and Ty Johnson, he wants to get on the scoreboard himself. They're trying to kill the clock, but the way Ty Johnson's running, that might not happen. As he cuts left, stumbles, Ty Johnson's in. Let's run it up, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Big Ten matchup. You got to run up the score, especially when we're trying to find our way into the top 25. Maryland now 42-20. Michigan State is trying to score for some reason, and LeWerk's going nowhere. Jessiana Bonham gets sack number 5 on the year. And now it's a 3rd down and 18. This is for sure the last play. Well, maybe. Yep, it is. LeWerk brought down by Brett Kulka, and that will signify the end of this game. It was tight after one half, and, you know, for a second I thought Michigan State was going to come back into it, but the turnovers in the second half, the defense really just dominated. And, I mean, that was all there was. We allowed only 3 points in the second half, and we put up, I believe it was 21 points ourselves. So, 21 points in the first half, 21 in the second half. A very well-balanced Maryland attack, and the defense just came up strong in the second half. They figured out this Michigan State offense, and were just able to contain them. And it was just all Maryland down the stretch. Beautiful game. DJ Moore, again, just being the stud that he is, we saw Lorenzo Harrison finally have that breakout game that we were looking for, and it came off that beautiful run, that spin move. Whew! And of course, the secondary continues to impress. I thought this was going to be a weak point of this team going into this series, and they have actually looked to be the strongest point of our defense. Pigram had a great day with a 66% completion, 185 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions. That's big. That is huge for Pigram. On the ground, of course, we saw Lorenzo Harrison with 169 yards on 20 carries. Pigram himself got 63, and Ty Johnson had almost 30, but every single one of those guys running for a touchdown. And this was just a good game overall. I mean, the ground game was very impressive. I mean, in total, we ran for well over 240 yards. I think 250. DJ Moore continues to be the guy in the receiving game. I mean, 8 receptions, 149 yards, 2 touchdowns. The next closest guy had 2 for 22. I mean, but when a guy's open that much, why not? It's not like we're forcing throws to him. Quantrez Knight had himself a monster day. 11 tackles, an interception, and a forced fumble. In the sack front, we saw Anna Bonham with 2, Jalen Brooks get 1, and Brett Kulka get 1. Nice to see everybody contributing there. And of course, the picks go to JC Jackson and Quantrez Knight. Nice to see there. And ironically enough, forced fumble JC Jackson, fumble recovery Quantrez Knight. 2 young guys in the secondary getting it done. After that game, we continue to hold our spot at rank 2 in our conference. We have easily played the most games at 3-0. Ohio State behind us at 2-0. And, not bad. We have the most points for only behind Ohio State. So the offense is getting it done. Points against could be a little lower, but when the offense is getting it done, why not? Players of the week, Jalen Hurts getting himself involved. Nice to see that. And Big Ten dominated by Maryland. Quantrez Knight and Tyrell Pigram both having big days. Forgot to mention, Pigram also had that rushing touchdown. So 3 total touchdowns on the day from Tyrell Pigram. Nice to see him rebound from some of his games where he's getting sloppy with the football. And we are not even in the others receiving vote category yet. Come on, game. What are you doing? You're screwing Maryland. But we have a chance to prove that we belong in the top 25 as we face number 9 Florida State on the road. Jimbo Fisher's Seminoles are never a team to mess around with, and they have a very strong defense, specifically a running defense. They're the number 7 defense in the nation, number 5 against the run. And you look at these numbers. I mean, they lost to Louisville, but aside from that, only 9 points against Pitt, shutting out an FCS team, and then 10 points against Boston College. You take out that loss against Louisville, and this is a very dangerous defense. DeAndre Francois having a pretty good year so far, 777 yards. That was Jesus. 9 touchdowns, 4 picks. Not too bad from him. And of course, there's our quarterback. 985 yards, 8 TDs, 10 picks. We got to get that number. We got to flip those numbers somehow. But overall, this is going to be a tough matchup, but a matchup that I think our team can win. This team has proven that they don't really stack up against the odds. They kind of do their own thing. So I'm hoping to see that as we play already 3-1 Florida State. And hopefully this gets us a chance to get into the top 25. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Leave some comments as I love talking to you guys. I'll see you guys in week 6 against Florida State.
Back from the dead.